Have you been considering getting your real estate license in the state of Ohio? Well, let me take you a little bit on my journey and share with you what I have learned in the real estate profession. I'm Laura Pitek and I am a realtor in the Northeast Ohio area. So when I started with my real estate career and made the decision to go get my license, I've basically done it all. I've been part of a team. I've been part of 2 online brokerages. I have started my own small team. I have been an individual agent for years, and I've learned a lot through all of this. So that's kind of what we're going to dive in this video and break it all apart. Let's start at the very beginning. I drove a school bus for Buckeye Local Schools for 9 years. I loved driving the kids, and as my kids got older, I decided that I had always wanted to be part of the real estate game. I wanted to invest in real estate. I wanted to sell real estate. I've always been interested in sales and part of sales as with my side ventures. And I just knew that real estate was going to be a good fit for me. So I started by going to Hondros College that's located in Independence, and at the time they allowed you to take online classes, and I went there. At the time, the state of Ohio was requiring 120 hours of class time. 4 classes are required to get your certification: principles and practices, real estate law, appraisal, and finance. Once I completed those classes, I had to practice to pass the test. My biggest tip is to use CompuCram. CompuCram is a program that Hondros College provided for me with my package that I purchased with them. And with that, I was able to practice for my test. And if you're using that program, I will give you a tip. You need to have your little meter into the green, and it will take days, weeks, whatever, until you get it all the way up to your scores being in the 80-90 percentile. And then you're ready to take your test. So I went and took mine. I passed on the first time. It was a miracle. And there I was, thrown into the real estate market. I started with eXp Realty, and I joined a team. Choosing a brokerage was not an easy task. I went around and tried to talk to those who I knew who were already in the real estate profession and who were already licensed realtors, and talk to them about what each brokerage offered. You have so many different brokerages. What I would recommend when you're looking for a team, I could do a whole video just on this, but when you're looking for a team, you want to know who can help you with your lead generation. Where are they going to give you assistance in finding your buyers and your sellers? Because you're brand new. How can you grow with them to grow your real estate business, really? So that's just one thing that you can ask your team. But I started looking at different brokerages. Everybody has a different split. What kind of fees are they going to take from you? Will you ever be at 100%? Are you going to be able to get those fees back? There are so many different choices. So here I was, part of this small team in my local city, and things were going well. I had a lot of business coming in. I ended up closing 18 transactions my first year. Most of it was sphere of influence. Most of it was people that started seeing my videos online and on social media. And they were like, hey, I didn't know you were selling real estate. Can you help me? So I had a lot of those instances. A few of them came to me by referrals, where friends of mine, people that already knew, liked, and trusted me, they recommended that I work with their friends. So that's pretty much how my business started. I did continue to drive a bus that year, and I ended up leaving the bus garage that second year in real estate. As I entered my second year into real estate, I decided that things were going a little bit better than I had expected. I was doing more social media content, and I was still getting more referrals and sphere of influence. And now I actually had some clients from last year to follow up with, and they were also bringing me new deals as well. So that year I was able to close, I think 22 deals my second year, and things were looking up. And this was without me doing a ton of strategizing, and I decided that I could focus more on real estate, go full time, and ended up letting my school bus career go and move on into full-time real estate. As I got into my third year, I just kept adding houses into the 30s, into the 40s, and everything just clipped along year after year after year. And I ended up leaving my team after 2 years and going independent. It was scary. Now that I finished in my second year in real estate, I left my team. Here I am independent, and I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this by myself? And here I was having to do all my own paperwork and having to do my own transactions, and not that my team leader wasn't there to help me should I have a question, but I was pretty much out in the sea of real estate agents all alone. And I just learned today that there are 1.7 million real estate agents in the United States. 71% of all realtors in 2024 did not close on one property. They closed 0 properties. Wow. That was pretty shocking to me when I went to my CE class. In that first year of being an individual agent, I decided to take a huge leap of faith. I joined the largest coaching community in the United States, and that's the Tom Ferry Group. I totally recommend his podcasts. Anything that you can do to listen to everything that he has to offer, do it. Follow it. Being part of coaching has opened up a lot of doors for me. Not only better knowledge of the realtor role in the real estate market and what a realtor can bring to the table, it has opened up opportunities and referrals and everything else, and just relationships. I typically attend 2 conferences a year all over the United States, and I have made amazing relationships with other agents, so that in this individual role, I did not feel so closed and lonely. After I've done that for a few years, my business has continued to grow as I sold in the 30s, and then into the 40s, the properties a year as an individual agent, to bring me to present day. Here I am. I have started a small team. This team is 2 young ladies that are new to the real estate world. One has had her license for a year, and one has had her license just for a month. And we're working together to grow this team, to bring these gals a better knowledge of the real estate market, the real estate world, and bring them to the point to where they can grow, fly from my nest, and be individual agents themselves. That's just a snippet of how I started and where I've gotten to. I now am with Real Broker. I'll do a whole nother video on that as well. It's a lot of hard work being a real estate agent. I'm not going to tiptoe around that. It is difficult and time consuming, but it is rewarding. And you are just a big matchmaker. People put a lot of trust in you for that. And so it's very important in what brokerage you choose that's going to support you in the ways that you need support. You're also going to need to know exactly which school to go to. And like I mentioned before, Hondros is where I started. If you're a high school student, I'm actually close with the Buckeye Local Schools. That school district I support by giving away a $1,000 scholarship every year. But if you're interested in real estate, I would recommend taking your real estate classes in high school. You can take those all at Lorain Community College for no cost. Again, I'm Laura Pitek, and this is just a snippet of my journey and how things have gone for me. I absolutely love the career. If you're thinking about doing it and jumping in, I think you should. Everybody should give it a try. If you have any questions, like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me and comment below.